Hey, what's up guys? My name is Majd, hope you're doing well. And in this video, I'm going to be revealing my cryptocurrency portfolio and I'm going to be explaining why I have each coin and when I plan to sell each of the coins in my portfolio. I'm not going to be showing the amounts, just the percentages. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm sometimes curious about what other YouTubers hold, like what their portfolio looks like. I'm just out of curiosity. So maybe someone out there actually gives a about my portfolio. And that's why I'm making this video, and also because Cardano is super boring right now, so there's not really much to talk about and I don't really feel like making another Cardano video right now. So before we get into it, make sure to leave a like, make sure to hit subscribe, and also make sure to join the Discord server. Link to that down in the description below. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the first coin. And the first coin in my portfolio is one that I'm literally embarrassed to have, and I'll explain why. So it's only 0.66% of my portfolio as of now, and that's Ferrum Network, FRM. And maybe you guys heard of it because I think BitBoy is still shilling it. But the reason I bought Ferrum Network is because BitBoy mentioned that he was partnering up with the people behind the coin and they were doing some kind of sponsorship with it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so BitBoy is going to be shilling this coin to his 300,000 audience members. So, you know, I might as well pick it up because it's likely going to increase because BitBoy is, I think, the largest crypto YouTuber. And it's not really a great pick. I have doubled my money, but it's literally the worst performer in my portfolio, and it would have been better off if I had just put that money into Bitcoin. But luckily, it's not a very big part of my portfolio, so I don't really care. It's only 0.66% right now, and I have no intention of selling it because it's just such a small part until it has some kind of like bigger returns. But as of now, I don't have an exit plan for it. I'm just gonna hold it, and yeah, it's pretty embarrassing to have it because just because BitBoy said that this coin is going to go up in value, but that is the first coin in my portfolio. So the second coin in my portfolio only makes up 5.38%, which is quite a little amount for the coin that it is, and that is Ethereum. I know 5.38% is actually not a lot. It's very small for the second largest cryptocurrency, but I only have 5.38%, and there's no particular reason as to why I have 5.3%. Like I didn't intend to have a small amount. I just never actively purchased Ethereum. So that's why it makes up such a small amount of my portfolio. And I actually only bought Ethereum during the bull market, whereas some of my other coins I have been picking it up, you know, before the bull market started. But Ethereum, I actually only bought it on the way up, and I didn't even buy it with a fiat. I actually converted some of my Bitcoin into Ethereum. But it does only make up like 5.3%, a very small amount of my portfolio. Now, in terms of selling Ethereum, I actually have zero intention of selling any of my ETH. Same thing with my Bitcoin. I'll get into that after when we get to Bitcoin. But I have no intention of selling it, and it's just such a small percentage of my portfolio, only at 5.3%. But yeah, that's my Ethereum holding. Now, the next coin on this list, and I think actually a lot of you guys have this coin, and I have talked about it on my channel in two videos. I talked about it in my NFT video and my top undervalued altcoin videos. And I'm actually super happy to have bought this coin before it absolutely exploded and before there was so much attention around it and attention around NFTs. So I think I was pretty early to this. And that coin is Enjin. Enjin makes up 6.41% of my portfolio. And I actually bought this as I was making the video about NFTs. And this was like right at the start of the NFT hype. So I actually managed to get it before it absolutely exploded. And again, like I said, it was literally less than 1% of my portfolio. Now it's almost 7% of my portfolio. The reason I got Enjin is because I played a lot of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And I was like super into skins. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the CSGO skins, but I'll put up an image of those. And I was there when there was this huge Valve controversy where they banned trading skins, and I just saw the use case of Enjin at that moment because Enjin is supposed to be a decentralized gaming NFT platform for like NFT items, and I was very, very convinced by its use case. Like I'm almost certain that all in-game items are going to be NFTs, or at least NFTs and blockchain is going to take over the gaming industry. And that's why I bought Enjin, because it's like at the forefront of gaming NFTs. So Enjin has been a amazing part of my portfolio, and it's actually carried me a little bit in the past like month. It exploded. When I bought it, it was less than 30 cents, and now it's almost at $3. So yeah, Enjin. And now in terms of selling Enjin, I actually do not have an exit strategy for this one either just yet. I do plan on selling it during this cycle, but I do not have an exit strategy for Enjin. So the next coin, the fourth coin in my portfolio, and you guys are going to be maybe concerned as to why this makes up such a big percentage of my portfolio, but that is stablecoins, USDT and USDC, and they make up 14.15% of my portfolio. Whoa, he has 14% in stablecoins. Yeah, that's quite a lot. And the reason I have such a big stablecoin position is because this is the money from taking profits from Cardano. So I started taking profits from ADA starting at $1, and I'm gonna take profits from $1 to $4. And so along the way up from $1 to $1.50, I took out quite a bit of profits from Cardano. And I also did sell some other really small cap coins. And that's why I have 14.15% in Tether and USDC. And this is not really money that I plan to reinvest. Besides, using some of it to buy dips, like when Cardano fell to like just under $1 not too long ago, I did put some stablecoin into Cardano. But for the most part, this is not money that I plan to reinvest until the next bear market. So I'm going to continue to take profits, and hopefully by the end of the cycle, my Tether position or my stablecoin position will be very large. And yeah, so a lot of you might be disagreeing with this, or this might come as a surprise. Like, why do I have so much money in, US dollars? But yeah, so I mean, I'm a big advocator for taking profits on the way up. Like, I cannot stress enough how important it is to take profits along the way up, especially if you've been buying at super cheap prices. Like, I bought the majority of my ADA for between like 10 and 30 cents. So I am actively taking profits from Cardano on the way up. And I don't think that's a problem. A lot of people might disagree with that, but yeah, I'm going to keep building my Tether position and slowly exiting the market on the way up. So the next coin in my portfolio at, what is that, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin only makes up 15.83% of my portfolio. And literally, I am not kidding, just a few months ago, like 3 months ago, Bitcoin made up over 60% of my portfolio. And now it's only 15.83, and I'll get into why now it's such a small amount. There's one coin, you guys probably know what it is, if you just take a look at my channel, that basically consumed my portfolio. So 15.83% in Bitcoin, and I have no intention of selling any of my Bitcoin. It's earning interest in BlockFi, and again, like the Ethereum, I am fully prepared to see it go down 70, 80, 90% in value. But my Bitcoin is like my nest egg. It's literally my retirement fund, and I have zero intention of selling it. I haven't moved it in like 2 years. I don't even know what it means to sell Bitcoin at this point. Like, I'm comfortable with selling Cardano. I'm comfortable with selling any other altcoin, but I just cannot sell my Bitcoin. And I just don't plan on selling. I don't plan on looking at it. It's my only super long-term investment. Like, I don't plan on selling it to like maybe I'm 30 or 40. So it's my store of value. And I feel super comfortable having my money in Bitcoin. There's like this weird trust that I have in Bitcoin that I just don't have in anything else, not even Cardano. So Bitcoin, zero intention of selling it, 15.83% of my portfolio, and I'm fully prepared to see it, crash 60, 70, 80% during a bear market. And I'm totally used to these moves, right? I was there during the March crash, so it's not something that, I'm worried about. Fully anticipating a huge dump on the coins that I plan on never selling, or at least not in the short term. Finally, my biggest position, and this makes up 57.56% of my portfolio. And I think most of you guys already know what it is. It's pretty obvious. It's like the theme of my channel at this point, Cardano. 57.56%. It was not nearly this big. And it wasn't this, like, for the most part, for the majority of the time that I was in crypto, my Cardano position was well over or well under my Bitcoin position. but now it's more than half. It's almost 60% of my portfolio. And there's a few reasons as to why this happened. It wasn't very intentional too. The reason why Cardano became such a big part is firstly because Cardano has outperformed everything, and it just went up way more than all my other cryptocurrencies, way more than my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, and also because I leverage long Cardano. I not anymore. Well, at least I actually do have a position open right now. But on the way up, since like 30 cents, I've been longing ADA with low leverage, like 4 or 5x leverage, and that has worked out super well, and all the profits from those positions went back into Cardano. So the reason why it's such a big part of my portfolio is not because I intentionally did that or I intentionally bought majority Cardano. Actually, I mostly bought Bitcoin with my money, but the reason it's so big is because it outperformed everything and it consumed my portfolio, and because I basically only leveraged longed ADA, and all the profits from those longs went back into Cardano. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins, and just to recap, we'll start from the bottom. Ferrum Network, 0.66%. I don't know when I'm going to sell that. Nothing I really care about. Ethereum, 5.38%. No intention of selling. Oh, I forgot to talk about my exit strategy for Cardano. I'll do that. Engine, 6.41%. I also don't have an exit plan for that. Tether, 14.15%. My profit taking position. Bitcoin, 15.83%, zero intention of selling, and then Cardano, 57.56%. And my Cardano, I'm going to keep 10% of it to just not sell, or at least I don't have a plan for it. And the other 90% of my ADA, I'm going to be selling between $1 and $4. And I'm already currently actively taking profits from my ADA position. When we did rally from $1 to $1.50, I've been selling, and I plan on continuing to sell Cardano on the way up and turning it into either Tether or potentially maybe Bitcoin. But as of now, I'm just selling it into stablecoin. Again, probably not a very popular opinion right now. A lot of people want to see Cardano go to $10, and they're like, why are you selling? If you think I have paper hands for selling my Cardano, then it is what it is. But I'm going to actively take profits from ADA between $1 and $4. And basically my strategy is to sell 2.5% every 10 cents it goes up. So $1, when it hit $1.10, I sold 2.5% of my portfolio. $1.20, 2.5%. And that's 2.5% of 90% of my portfolio, because I don't plan on selling 10% of my portfolio. So that's my cryptocurrency portfolio. I don't know if you guys agree with it or not agree with it. Obviously, this is a very subjective thing. And also, there's a lot of coins that are missing that a lot of you really like. Like, where's Polkadot? Where's Chainlink? And the reason why I don't have Polkadot and Chainlink is because Cardano has consistently been outperforming both of these cryptocurrencies. So, like, Cardano is outperforming almost every single altcoin, at least the major ones. So why invest in anything other than Cardano? Like, I have such a big Cardano position. Why would I sell some of it for DOT or for Link? So in terms of altcoins, I have the number one, horse in the altcoin space. So why would I opt for something worse? Although I definitely believe in DOT and Chainlink, and I believe in their use case, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to have altcoins other than the number one best performing altcoin. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Also, my portfolio is relatively small, only 6 coins. And that's because I think diversification is not a good idea when you're going on the way up, like when you're building up your wealth. So I'm not in the wealth preservation mode just yet. I'm in the wealth accumulation. That's why I don't have like a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. I'm like really aggressive on Cardano and Bitcoin for the most part. That's the majority of my portfolio, and mainly Cardano, 60% of my portfolio. That's why my portfolio is quite aggressive, and the majority of the money is only in 6 cryptocurrencies. And I think that's what you have to do to see the biggest returns. Over diversification is probably not the best idea. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more cryptocurrency videos, hit subscribe. Also, tell me how your portfolio looks in the comment section below. Like, you can just list off the coins, or you can put the percentages with them as well if you want. Do not share amounts, that puts you at risk, but put like what coins you have or percentages if you want to. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.